Alright, welcome back everyone. Here we have through step, I done forgot what step was I through, 20 something, 23. I think the bookshelf here really turned out nicely. I think all the little details really worked for it, so I'm going to go ahead and pop it back in place. It's had time to get glued in good, so now we got our getting our study look going down through there. It's hard to get the perspective on that sideways thing, but I think, looks pretty good. And I decided to just let it sit all night, and so we can find out together if it worked. I think it did. Looks like it's pretty solid in there. Yeah, I think that glue's going to hold that in place good on those wires. So I think those are cooking with gas on that. Put these out of the way. But we're going to do some more work on this pretty quick. Hopefully you don't need more clamps. I think we're done with the glue and wiring for a little while. Maybe. But if you're new here, this is what I do. I buy these kits and build them step by step in real time, so you can see all my successes and all my failures, and how I hopefully fix the failures. Also, while I'm thinking about, somebody mentioned that picture I put in there was Chopin, which makes sense. But and if you've seen any kits like this or similar to any of my other builds, feel free to drop in the comments if you'd like to found one you'd like for me to take a crack at. I'm always looking to add on to my list, and I've got plenty in stock right now, but always room for more. But without any further ado, we're ready for step 24. So I'm going to go grab those, and we'll jump in and get going. Okay, here we go. We get to build us some balcony railing. So it's oriented like this. And A2, which is the one with the extra peg, goes on here. It's got a very subtle shoulder that you can't hardly see on there, but it is stopping right there. Not sure. I don't think we're gluing on this because I think we're going to glue it when we put it in there. So we just got to get things in place here. Then we got these slightly different on these depending on which way the curly Q is facing. The 29 is the one, the S, and the 30 is the mirror image of the S. So we'll start according to this. Goes in there, and this one the other direction. And a little bit further down. Okay. Maybe it's supposed to be. No, we're skip the corner one. Okay, there are. Now just notice the slots are different sizes, so every other slot gets and that holds it up there. Okay. Now I'm going the other way. And then backwards. This one. Alright. Then we take our one of this guy. Same thing, it's got a little stop there so it keeps the depth right. Now these, evidently, let's pop y'all. Okay, so they go down tonight. All at once. Evidently I didn't pull enough pieces, so yeah, I missed an A29, so I'll grab that one pretty quick. This over here. Okay. Now for the moment, I'm going to go ahead and hopefully drop this guy in there. Okay, now we got the issue. Okay, no, it's not. It's got to go take you on down. It should be. Okay, that one. Get that block underneath it, but it should still work. It should still. Okay, we got, underneath this one, we got all that built up, so that's not letting it drop in any further. That's not far off. It's pretty close. Thinking, that might be right. This thing looks like it's, I'm not sure. Okay, let me go and grab. There should be one more. Okay. One more, 29. So one of these. Yeah, basically what happened is I saw all these and didn't see this one over on the corner. Somebody looked right past the. I got this corner piece, but just didn't see the other piece. So. Okay. This is the one I've been using for things. Stain marker on. So just trying to make it sort of more uniform. I'm not actually expecting these to color in or anything. Sort of just take some of that grain away from it. Not really grain with that. Okay, you here. Okay, so that goes there. I probably will have to shave this off before it's all said and done. Matter of fact, this is going to be up against the wall, so I need to go ahead and. Okay, so I got that cleaned up. Okay. Now, we got to go back and add our little sticks in between them all here. So. Two more down here. There's some more room there. The wrong one, maybe. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that's what it is. I was trying to put it in the... That goes in there, and then the S goes next to it. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So, on those pieces from yesterday, make sure not to block the holes that these sink into. I guess it doesn't seem like it should be lining up, but it does. It looks like it is. Maybe you are supposed to block them. It looks like they're working. This one, okay, yeah. So maybe you are. It confuses me. Okay. Now, got these two pieces, and there's no notches for them, so you just gotta just drop them in the sides. Fit in the slots there. There's, let's see here. There's slots on these, and they do not fit. They don't like fitting in the slots. See, I just scuffed up that. I guess, okay. I guess you can. But I'm going to put that one on one end. These are wildly different sizes here. This should be. Well, that's not. Hang on. Okay, I think I've been. Okay. It's. I thought this was supposed to sink in. Okay, let me pull these little guys out. Going back and looking at the picture. Here's. Okay. Didn't even glue this one in. I can't get it out. Okay. I think we are supposed to. I'm gonna go back and hit these posts with the super glue so they're all the way down, held in place, because we're supposed to have. Now I'm seeing there is a recess underneath the. Supposed to be an extra hole there. So, gonna pop this one out. Let's see how we can make this work. Okay, so it's just that edge on either side there with those. Barely even see the shoulders. Should be a good. All the way down. Watch you for a few seconds. Not much surface area, so I'm going to give it a few more seconds. Okay, seems to be pretty snug. Over here the same. Same thing. likewise give it plenty of time to bond. Okay. Get this one done. So much trouble getting it all lined up, now I gotta undo it. Back in place here. Okay, that dropped right back in. That's good. Alright, or not. I think I'm about to glue that end in place there. Didn't get it straight up when maybe it'll hold in place when I put it back on the. Okay, so now those guys. Oh, got one more to do, don't I? Another one of those things where it shouldn't have taken this long. Should have been a much easier step, but that's how I learn. Messing up. Oh, forgot about these guys. Probably get this one in, but not the other ones. Maybe. Okay. And in the closest one, hopefully. Okay, now back to these. Okay. Put this one on backwards. Okay, let's see if I can break it free now. Nope. It's permanent, so did have to work around my goof up on that one. Thankfully I colored it in. Okay. Again. Okay, I guess this thing was supposed to block all these, because that's what these things are going to be resting on. So just sort of leave them. They're going to stay flush, it looks like. As is this one. Okay, so that part's not gonna work. And actually, I'm gonna need some glue at the bottom of this one. It's wanting to come out. Okay. Okay, those instructions were not making sense to me last night. Now that I've seen this, I can see how it's supposed to have been. Okay. So, a little bit of that corner piece there, to something to push it against. So we. And of course, looks like that one might have broke free. it did. Okay. Alright, back to you. Okay. These guys, let's see if I can't get them to go back in one more time. Actually, no, this one got blocked off. So you can say I could go up from the bottom there, but no, this one I've actually got it. Okay, trying to keep that in place, but oh well. Okay, and this one. Now, some of the B7000s. I think these are going to make contact here, so I'm just going to do just a drop top of each one and hope for the best. I can mush it into these. Okay, so I got they're very much not level there. Not. Yeah, I don't. This is most confusing design to me, but oh well. They didn't ask my opinion beforehand, which I can't say that I blame them for that. It's falling out now, so you're not. Okay, so this might be a good time for one of these. Hold it up there where the glue will hit contact, maybe. Maybe that'll do the trick, I'm not sure. I think those, that, yeah, this is the one that's confused. This one looks like it should go up higher on there. Yeah, okay, it did. That's the problem. That might be enough. Yeah, now it's making contact, so, but I'll still leave that on there to keep it in shape. Okay, now this one could end up being a sort of a similar situation. Hopefully they're all fitting fairly close. And that, I'd say that's where I goofed up. Got my notch on the wrong side there, so I got to take that off. I may have to do a little bit. Maybe just to graze a little bit off the this end. Okay, are you fitting now? Still not enough. Okay, I think I can make that work. I'm hoping that doesn't end up being a structural piece over there. I think it's just a guide for the other wall. I don't think it's... Yeah, it looks like it's... Yeah, it's just sort of a... Okay, I think it'll be alright. Now, drops the top of each of these. And GM there. GN over there. Get all those guys around. Okay. They're pretty good contact on all those. Hopefully that glue will hold. And like I say, this is, if you know what to look for, this is going to be very obvious in the end. Okay, but I think that finally concludes step 24. I will set this aside and let it dry because we're done with it for a minute. And we'll move on to 25. Okay, 25, back into the hopefully short and sweets again. Forgot to color the bottom of this one, but I think it'll be alright because it's way back in the corner. But pretty straightforward, just really popping these guys into... They do not fit in those holes. That's the right, yeah, that's the right one. Okay, we're supposed to... Yeah, that says this is where it goes. Guess I'll force it. Okay. Okay, that one's a little less confrontational. Alright, got us a little, gonna end up being a lamp shelf with a little shelf gnome. Alright, and that's all there was for 25. Much contrast to 24. I'm gonna need you here in a second anyway. And on to 26. Okay, 26 should also be pretty easy. Just supposed to set that in. It goes around the outside, so like that. Good fit on it. Don't see much overlap. So this, I think I'm going to go with the super glue because we're about to have to do some more work on this one again. So give me a, let's go just a few random spots around, try and get a good grip on it. And slide you into place and hold you down. 5 or 6 more seconds. I think we'll be in good shape. Yep. Alright. And that's all there was to 26. But we're going to keep working on this one. Right back with 27. Okay, gotta have our view of the Eiffel Tower in for 27, but start off with putting our shelf right over here. Here in place. Probably shouldn't have done that first. Because I gotta turn it over to. So we're gonna go in for this look. It is one of those things you can't really do it from the back side, but it's not exactly easy to do from the front side either. But it looks pretty cool. Just gotta figure. Okay, what am I doing? Okay. Okay, I got a plan. I'm gonna do this, and then I'll take a little break and upload the video to the computer so I can that'll give me time for the glue to sort of set in, and then we can come back and get back to the work. Okay, so I'm just gonna go right around the edge, I think. I'm going to do it from the front side. Try. Choose sort of one position. Up, down. Finish line out of the way. Alright, that's in place. Not a lot of give there. That looks pretty good, and the glue would probably hold, but I'm gonna go ahead and give it a few minutes face down to dry a little bit more. Get all my guidelines out of the way. Yeah, you just barely see some up there at the top, I think, but that's well within acceptable tolerances for me. Alright, and that was all for 27, so like I said, I'm going to let that dry for a few minutes while I go upload the video, and I'll come back after that and we'll keep going. Okay, as it turns out, I do have a couple other little things I have to take care of before I go back to that, so I've got some more time to let that dry. But first thing, get to try and make a lampshade. What am I doing? I know better than that. Where's my... Anytime you roll something up, curl it first. Makes life easier on yourself. Okay, yeah, maybe. Let's see here. We're supposed to bring that around to the line. Is the line even showing up on you? Yeah, see that line? I'm supposed to bring that around and glue that to make us a little lampshade dealio. So, like that. Something this small is a trick for me. Get the schmutz off my fingers again. I don't know where I get this head. By the time I see it's when I'm magnifying underneath here. Okay. This is so small, I'm having trouble figuring out. Okay, I may. There's just not enough material here for me to make the... Okay. Yes, I'm losing it already there. Okay. Nope, here it went. Okay, so that's the ultimate goal. Now getting it in there and lined up with the glue on there still wet enough to hold it is the real trick. Okay, so I think obviously it's a super glue situation. One of those deals where I got to get little enough on there. I think I'll go just as little as I can there. I hope it doesn't grab before I have a chance to. Nope, didn't grab. Okay, there's the grab, and now see if I got some more tweezers so I can do some more, add some more pressure to it somewhere, or something else. The needle nose, where'd they go? Where'd my smooth needle nose go? That's got the grip on it. Yeah, that's smooth needle nose. Okay. Let's see if it's stuck now. Okay. Reasonably successful. Not exactly perfect, but I think it'll be good enough for our purposes. Looks like I'm going to do a little squishing on this side too. Alright. I think that's a reasonable ring. Okay. But that was all there was for 28. So right back with 29. Okay. 29. Supposed to take our shortest little light here of our update on that. Everything appears to be fairly close to in place. And we're supposed to, looks like, zigzag this thing. So, yeah, so it looks like we're supposed to go over and then up somehow, like that. Okay. I don't think I ever had to do that one. Then bring our ring in from last step, and this guy in, and our cityscape here. Okay, so run that light. We zigzagged. See if I can get all these other ones out of the way. Issue of itself. You go up through there, through there. Okay. And this guy is going to go down on top of that. It's going to eventually end up. Well, I think y'all can see where it's got a slot there for it. And then this goes top of that. And this is all supposed to. There's plenty of slack there, and it doesn't really. But that was all for 29. And we're going to work on 30 next. So that's all for 29, and we're still staying in this area for 30, so I'll be right back with that. Okay, get to make our lamp. Now it says this guy, like I said, with all the slack that we don't really have here. This goes in to here. That's why the zigzag was there. You're going, yeah, sort of squished you in there. And then bring the top down. Top down. Okay, there we go. Now Our lampshade is supposed to slide up into those slots there. I can't imagine they're all going to line up for us nicely, neatly. Try and turn it with the seams not going into the slot, maybe. Okay, you two seem to be cooperating. You're off. But okay. Holy crap, they did go. I did not think that would work at all. Oh, me of little faith. Okay. Sort of speechless there now. I wonder if I can spin it now to get that seam underneath. Spin in place. Maybe get their seam tucked into. Ooh, there we go. Yeah. Now that'll also help hold it in place with the glue and conceal it. Nice. Okay. Anything else for 30? Okay, yeah. Yep. Okay, so you. Now we bring our D18 on up here and slide you into notch there. And okay, draw you back down. Like I said, we're aiming for, got our stud goes under our notch right there. And just like that. Oh wow. Yeah, I think that side needs another coat of paint. White paint marker. Ended up being the one side, the worst looking side there. The small marker doesn't work as good as the big one does. Big ones do. Just sort of touch it up maybe. Alright. Alright. Okay, that. I was not expecting that to go that well, so I'm sort of at a loss here, but I'm glad it did, don't get me wrong. Okay, but that's all for 30. Right back with 31. Okay, 31, pretty straightforward. Yeah. Just put the back of our back onto here. Should just be a matter of easing you in, backing down and up, over it. Nice and snug without breaking my railing off. Okay, that should be. That's crooked, but it's. I'm gonna live with that. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Is there anything else to do on 31? Nope. That was all there was to 31. Got a good seam all the way across back there. That's our upstairs coming together. Alright, so set you down and get ready for 30, or what was that, 31, this ready for 32, right back with that. Okay, 32, we get to put our upstairs in place here. Keep knocking that, so there's that little bitty piece back here, I just keep knocking it over every time I touch it, so I'm going to go ahead and take it off. And hope I remember it later. Now, we're just going in. It's all going on this side. It's just these three holes are where it's mounting up. So I'm concerned that there's enough to hold it there. But let's find out. Let's see here. Okay, you're pretty snug. Not very, okay, and it is laying. It's sitting down on top of this bookshelf too, so that's all right. And not snug at all in that corner. So this is the only one that actually grabbed on. The rest of these are very loose. Okay, so let's get out the old B7000 and move my wires over here out of the way. I'm just gonna try and run a bead down the side of this, just enough to get a grip on it, hopefully. I can't even see how much I put in there yet. Yeah, just a few drops. That's all that came out, but I think just want to, like I say, just like before, just trying to tack it in place, make sure it stays put. So let's use you over there. Grab this clamp that's extremely too heavy for this. Okay, once you put them in place, it stops resting on this thing, so that's, I need a spacer in there. Okay, so pop these in there. So, and just a few minutes of pressure, I think. Not even. Just something holding it together for a minute or two. Let me try from the top. I don't like that. Get some. Yeah. Okay. That seems slightly better. Let's say I'm just trying to get that bonded in place there. So around here, but actually, I can work on this while it's doing that, because I'm gonna spin this around. That's all for 32. Right back with 33, which is just gonna mess around with the wiring a bit. So be right back. Okay, got us a few guides over here to hold our wiring in place. Let's see. Okay, first and foremost, everything. Okay. I'll move these up a little bit. I think that'll be all right. Okay. So, I'm supposed to take these other guys, the long white lights. They go up and over here, so I'll sort of tuck them away for the time being. And all these wires get ganged together. Guide through there, and then onto this piece that I've got my clamp on, so I'm trying not to mess everything up now. Oh, what is it? No, it's not. That's got stuff in it. That's not a... Okay, no it doesn't. Just looks like it does. I'm aiming for these two holes and these two holes. And then our power cord is supposed to go down here, and this is where our block is, down at the bottom here. So okay, try that again. Maybe I just wasn't lining it up right. Okay, yeah, much better. There we go. Keeping them all together. And figure out which one of these are. Should be able to. Okay, got them tightened up now. There we go. These guys go over a little bit more. Another guide on here. Okay, so we got that situation going on. And I'm going to get a little bit of their tape. Tape them up a little bit to make sure they don't hang down in the back of our display here. And where to leave my tape at. Just used it last night. Well, darn. It was right. Oh, there it is. Okay. Got a little piece of there. Essentially Scotch tape strips. Hold them up and hold them in place like that so they don't drip down there. Although that didn't stick very good there. Okay, there we go. Now, so we got. Okay, so and these. Oh, that's right. There's no support underneath the very bottom down here. So this may, when it's all said and done, those may tie together. But this is not even on the bottom. There's a foot here and there's not a foot there. Okay. So that probably will all tie together when it's all said and done. But for the moment, just take the one with the power cord on it, tie you down. Actually, it says to go right over the insulated bit. A little thin in the middle. I think it'll, yeah. Another guide in there. Okay. It doesn't stick in the insulation, but and then these guys. So they're going up over the top. Them in place. I'll show you. I know you can't see it because of the clamp, but I'll show you here in a second. Just ganging them up and keeping them reasonably neat. I'm not sure that clamp's ready to come off yet. Yes. That sort of thing. We got this thing we're going to have to tuck away, but I think once we get everything in place, we can. That'll work. Okay, and it says we're ready to. Okay, so actually the power brick goes actually inside our little doodad there. So let's I'll grab the batteries and we'll make sure it's all still working. So you're the twofer. We'll that way. Other way. Okay, that way. Okay, here, there. Ooh. Switch. This is probably not inspirational. Okay. Batteries. That does tuck in there pretty nicely, so that seems to be good. Let's spin her around. Got a few lights in place. Let's dim things down and see how it goes. Alright, so our lamp works really good, and we actually got some pretty good illumination down here too, so that's got a light on. Something just popped loose here, hang on. I thought it was the bookshelf, but light shines right. I can't show you, but the light's shining right on Marilyn there. And maybe that's just the brick fell off the back. Okay, let's see if that's ready to undo. Okay, looks like it stayed together, so that's good. Pop these out. So once it gets a couple of these over there to even it up. Okay, I got these. I bet that'll work. That's about the right height. Yeah, once it gets squared up, that is going to rest on the bookshelf. So that's going to be, yeah, that's going to be the back wall. I have these things a little bit to worry about, but that's why, yeah, that's coming together neatly. Like I said, that's eventually going to be. Does it? Look at that. Yeah, it doesn't mention gluing any of that in, so it's, yeah, there's no glue picture on any of that, so we're gonna assume that we're not. And it popped out right while I was talking. Okay, that might have been me moving it around too. It'll stay in place if I leave it propped up, maybe. I hope so. But I can set that aside now, because we are going to be done with that for tonight. I'll bring it back out once before I close her up for the night. But that will conclude step 33. I'm going to finish up with 34 tonight, I think. Had a long day at work, so I think it'll be a short video. But be right back with that, and we will get it done, and like I said, call it a night. Alright. Okay. 34, we're building us a little ladder to go up into our attic, so that's our, yeah, that and that. Now it says the one with the stud on the bottom goes to that side. And our feet, like I've colored the back end, so that's the one go in here, and they got like little ridges on them that tells you which way is front. Actually, on this step we do get to install this back into our main build, so we'll get to do a little more looking at that before it's all said and done. Okay. And now the tricky part on, well, I was going to say the tricky part on these is not getting the veneer tore off, but okay, now I'll get these guys all to go in on here at the same time. Okay, there we go. All right. Our ladder done, and then I can bring this in without breaking it again. Leave those there to prop up those side. Hopefully keep everything aligned. Okay. But our ladder goes right down there underneath our lamp. And it's got that hole right there is where the base goes in. Okay. I wasn't expecting that step to go that quickly, so that's good. Actually, get those two. Okay. It says we have to use glue on this step, but I say it feels pretty sturdy, so I'm not gonna. So just drop you down there. I probably wouldn't do want to glue up here. So I'm gonna put B7000. Let's put a couple of drops on each little hook here. And since I'm going, I'm going to go and hit down here in where that stud is. And let's see if I can get it down in there without breaking anything. Where's my... Okay, yeah, it did just drop right in. A little more pressure up here, yeah. There we go. And we got our ladder going up into our balcony, onto our balcony. Everything falling apart down here again. I'm debating to put some glue underneath this. It's one of those things, it looks like everything's square, and surely that's got to rest on that. And everything, like I say, it lines up really good on the side, and they could use something to stabilize these bookshelves too. Yeah, I've just talked myself into it. We'll find out the next few days whether or not I regret it or not, but I'm going to throw a bead of glue in here, clamp that bad boy in place. And that's, hopefully we can stabilize these. Okay. Alright, so like I say, that's nice and it's nice and square over there and everywhere it's supposed to be. So I think that's supposed to be like that, and that also pushes that corner, make sure that corner stays, gives us more what do you call it? It's not triangulation, but triangulation basically. Okay. So, and of course we got our lights too, and that I was expecting a little more diffusion from the lamp shade there, but it does diffuse it some. Yes, it's coming together. There's a lot of these, I've always noticed on these kits, a lot of times it's just, you'll get to a certain step and all of a sudden, there it is. And this one, I think we're getting really close to that point. Once we get this other wall in place, and I'm not even sure where all these lights end up going. They got to be in the roof. Sort of. Don't even know how much. Okay, yeah, they go. Okay, yeah, one of them goes. Looks like they both go all the way up in the top. So, yeah, I think it's good. It's like these things always, so far, knock on wood, is these things always end up looking really good to me. I haven't had one that I've really been super disappointed in. There's been a couple that have been less than thrilling, but for the most part, I really always like the way these look when you get done with them. But I think that's enough for tonight. I've babbled on for long enough, so As always, folks, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share. Do whatever you want to with all that. Be good to one another. Stay safe. And I'll see you next time.